Hello, in this video, we will show how to train a deep learning model for sentiment analysis on cloud platform called Databricks. So this is Databricks, and we use free edition. So you can learn how to use Databricks for this cloud computing. And we go to this page, free edition. Just note not community edition, because community edition has been ended. And we use free edition, log in. And from this page, you can choose several types. You can use Google or Microsoft. I just use my email. Then through email, you can get verification code and can log in. So now we are in Databricks now. And if you look at the left side, there are several parts: workspace and catalog compute, then SQL parts, and lower is machine learning parts. So here we can use workspace. So what is a workspace? Like a Python environment, because we want to train the model using Python. So this is a workspace, and you can also click a computer. You can see computer is it will show serverless start warehouse, because this is the free version, like an environment or cluster. You can think like of this, because it is not a paid version, so you cannot create cluster yourself. So by default, free version will give you serverless start warehouse, and you can only do calculation inside of this environment. So there are several tasks that we have to do. So first we will go to workspace. So you can create notebook. For example, new notebook. The notebook will be saved into workspace. And I have two notebooks now. And this is the second notebook I have created. So just go to this notebook. So this notebook is written for deep learning. We use keras Tensorflow for the sentiment analysis. So first you have to load this model. But one thing is very important, because if we, you can see here is Python, right? Notebook Python. And another type is SQL or R or Scala. So we choose Python. So if you choose Python, so this environment contains many modules in Python. And you do not need to install. You just import. For example, import NumPy as NP, import pandas as PD. It's okay. But TensorFlow and keras or other machine learning, for example, PyTorch, are not installed in your environment. So you have to install this. But how to install? I cannot find any button in the free version to install. So the only way I can do is here. You can write exclamation pip, for example, keras. So you just run this statement first. Run this, choose this, click, select the text, write only this statement, and the TensorFlow, another is TensorFlow, you can install. So after this installed, then you can import, right? And this notebook is saved automatically. You do not need to save. So it is a real case and saved automatically on this cloud platform. So it's quite understandable, right? Now we just import this part of module, run. So next cell in awaiting. Quite big module, so take because it will first activate your workspace. So you can see here environment. It's running. So this means okay. So next cell is to create a data frame, and this data frame based on a CSV file we have to upload. So first also we have to understand, because this is a free version, so you cannot upload to the system called system catalog system, cannot upload there, but you can create create your own place for storing data. This is called volume. So if we click catalog, workspace, then default, and volume 1 volume, this is I created. But how to create this one? Because this is, I cannot find a place to create. So you can go to also notebook. Go to this notebook, and in the second cell, we run this for statement first. Select the text, then create this volume 1 on this default schema in workspace. So I have done this, right? But no problem, because this will create a volume if not exists. So after this is done, first you have to run this statement. Then finished, then we go back to the catalog. You can see their volume here, volume 1 here. Then you can do one thing is new, add or upload the data, choose. Then we can click upload the files to a volume. Then browse your local computer, find our data. For example, click this data, and open. Then click overwrite files with the same file name if it exists on cloud before. Then we will choose a volume here, default, then volume 1. Oh, they will click again. Then you can upload. Because I have uploaded, so I will not do this again. So everything then you have created the volume for storing your data, and you have uploaded your CSV file, and you have installed TensorFlow keras for the module for these two modules, right? So after we have done this, we go back to the workspace, then go to this notebook again. So in the second cell, this 4 has been run, but we have no problem if we run again, because this if not exists. Then we choose the file name, because this CSV file is just what I have uploaded before. So choose this file name, and we create a Spark data frame using spark.read format. So this is a cloud statement. This only available to run on this cloud, not available to run on your local machine, because you have no Spark on your local machine, right? So Spark read format CSV option info schema to option header, because first line will be used as variable. So choose then load this catalog place. This place is just we have created, right? Then we show this data frame after it is correctly loaded to this Spark data frame. So we run this cell. So it is created. This data frame's first 5 observations have 2 variables. The first is sentiment 0101 integer value, and the second is summary for the text, because we want to train a module from the text. And this text I get from the IMDb movie review data. So quite a long sentence, but we will do several treatments later. So the data has been created in a Spark data frame. Now we will transform to a Pandas data frame, and we show the first 5 observations and with the info of this data frame and with the shape. So we run. It's quite quick. It's okay. So you can see the information of this data frame is 2000 observations and 2 variables. And the first variable is sentiment, is integer value, and the second summary is object here because it's string value. So the shape is 2002. So everything is ready. So next we will import regular expression module to handling the text. So we use a function called clean review text data because we will substitute several unwanted text with space, then the digits also with space, and we apply this function to the text. Here we add, try this. Okay. It's okay. So you can see the text has been pre-processed, so the text will be looking very nice. Next, we will do tokenization. So tokenize use the word, a vocabulary or dictionary, 10,000 words. So if the text's word is cannot be found in this 10,000 vocabulary, we will use this string to represent the unavailable token, right? So now the sentence will be split as token each word. So we use tokenize fit on text with X, then use this word index. We will choose how many words from this 2000 text. So because although we use 10,000 for the vocabulary, but it's not necessary the training data 2000, because 2000 is not very big data, very small data. So maybe it has lower than 10,000 words, right? Different words. So we will see how it should look. Just run. Oh, sorry. Okay, because we have several cells not be run. So this cell or df sentiment value count, because for the machine learning we want to have a data balanced. So you can see if we run this, the sentiment 1, positive about, and 0 negative, very close. So this is also called balanced, very good. Then we can create training data and label y and x. So summary text for the x and sentiment for the y. It's quite understandable. Then we will run this again for the tokenizer. So now each sentence has been tokenized and each word has this index. Then we will choose X sequence tokenizer to sequence and choose, and we'll show the first 10 observation. So for example, this one, this word index, word index, right? Each has been stored in a list. And we will also do one thing. So because sentence length is not the same, so we will set sentence maximum length 100. Then we will use this pad sequence function. So if the sentence has a length less than 100, we will pad this sentence. Then if the sentence length larger than 100, we will cut this. So the result will have each sentence with the tokens has same length. So the result is 2100 words. They are metrics like for training. So we create y in value to an array, then flatten. Now we will set several hyperparameters: max length 100, vocabulary size 10,000, and embedding dimension 50. Embedding means for each word we will transform this as a 50 features vector. Then each word will be transformed with this dimension to input to the module. So next we will set this deep learning module with keras. So TF TensorFlow keras sequential module. First layer is embedding. Embedding because this new embedding function do not need us to write how many dimension. It will automatically then input dimension 10,000, output 50, and then with the flatten, then to a dense layer with 50 neural and activation with ReLU. Then the last layer is 1 because the last layer is for the probability for positive or negative sentiment, right? So this is a sigmoid. This is a logistic function. Then in TensorFlow, we have to compile the model with the loss, binary cross entropy, and optimizer use Adam, and matrix we use accuracy. So after we have created this model, then we show the summary. But here, because this new one has no information for how many embedding, so just a question mark. But no problem, the module is correct. You can just run this module. Then should number epoch 10 model fit. So this is the transformed training data and with the Y. So it's quite easy just to run this for 10 epochs. So it is done. So this video we have shown very basic steps to run a deep learning model on Databricks with a free version. And the most important is a workspace where you can find and create your notebook. Then will be stored in workspace. And for the compute, can show this is your default environment and it's the only environment you can use for the free version. And the catalog is show the data you have uploaded this CSV file. So we use this 3-1 mostly for the workspace and catalog, so you can complete this cloud computing. And of course there are more resources like SQL database and machine learning, more advanced. So we will show later. Thanks for watching.